Mr. Secretary, given our location here at the university, I think it's important that we think about the students. As I mentioned this morning, I teach class this afternoon in public lands management. And I want to turn around your question that you said you got an elevator ride with the new secretary. You have one guest lecture for my class who are studying public lands management. These are students from sustainability, geography, parks, recreation, and tourism, et cetera, around the university. What's the message that you give to these students to inspire them to address the challenges that you've faced to become the next generation of leaders in public lands?
I am extraordinarily jealous of the young people today. I realize that they have incredible challenges, but this group of young people, through agriculture, has the capacity to do the following. Number one, to significantly contribute to a less volatile climate, which not only is good for them, but it's good for the entire world. Two, they have the capacity to continue the tradition of American agriculture in feeding the world and allowing the American brand of agriculture to be exported all over the world, and particularly in areas, as the director indicated, where there is instability because they don't have a functioning agricultural economy and they have a lot of hungry people, to be able to send a message and an image about America that I think is very consistent with how we see our country, but not necessarily how a lot of people outside of the U.S. see us. I think it is important for folks to understand that we are a caring, compassionate people, and that we have capacity and a willingness to share. So they have that capacity. They also have the capacity to redefine the American economy. We all talk about bringing manufacturing back. Well, in order to bring manufacturing back, you got to be able to make something new, or you have to create some different way of doing it so you can differentiate yourself from the competition. We have the capacity to have a plant-based economy here. We already have a roughly $364 billion industry of making chemicals and materials and fabrics and fibers that are plant-based. There is an unlimited opportunity here to convert an economy that has, for far too long, in my view, been overly dependent on fossil fuels, to having a more balanced approach. So they have the ability to redefine the American economy, to bring manufacturing back, and to bring manufacturing back to rural communities. So to the director's point, kids have options. They don't necessarily feel like they have to go to the city to do something entrepreneurial or something unique. So the ability to solve climate, the ability to redefine the American economy, the ability to sell the American brand of compassion, and the ability to reduce food waste, which will allow us to do an even better job of feeding our own hungry people in this country. Boy, I tell you, if that doesn't get you up in the morning, I'm not sure what would. So there's a tremendous opportunity here. And you know, there's a lot of negativity today at the 50,000-foot level. But you go and you talk to individual young people at the grassroots level, there's a lot of optimism and a lot of hopefulness about it. And I think that is what I would try to tap, that there is tremendous opportunity in rural areas. It's exciting, it's incredible. There are four components to a new revitalized rural economy. The traditional component of production, agriculture, and exports. The ability to create new local and regional food systems. You know, every school district in Arizona, every school district in America should be buying local as far as I'm concerned. That's a $3 billion opportunity, keeping the money in the school district. Conservation, not just for the sake of soil and water health, but to create the various other opportunities and options from ecosystem markets, new investments in conservation, and the bio-based economy. Those are four pillars or cornerstones of a new rural economy that these kids could be participating in and can help to create. And if they don't want to go back to the farm, then at least they should work at U.S.D.A.
There you go.
50% of our workforce is going to be at or near retirement age in the next 5 to 10 years, so there are plenty of opportunities at U.S.D.A.
This presentation is brought to you by Arizona State University's Julianne Wrigley Global Institute of Sustainability for educational and non-commercial use only.